Hello guys, this is Chinmay. Welcome back to my channel CS Nagar. In this video we are going to learn about quicksort using C language. So without much wasting time, let's get into the video. We have already finished the bubble sort algorithm, the insertion sort algorithm, and the selection sort algorithm. If you have missed any, please check out the previous videos first. Today we are interested in learning a new sorting algorithm called the quicksort algorithm. The quicksort algorithm is quite different from the ones we have studied so far. Here, we use the divide and conquer method to sort our array in pieces, reducing our effort and space complexity of the algorithm. There are two new concepts you must know before you jump into the core. First is the divide and conquer method. As the name suggests, divide and conquer divides a problem into subproblems and solves them at their levels, giving the output as a result of all these subproblems. Before we proceed with the core concepts, let's just copy the print array part in our current programs. This just helps a lot seeing the contents of the array before and after the sorting. The next step is to define an array of elements. As always, we define an array of integers. Define an integer variable for storing the size/length of the array. Here write the code for quicksort function. Create a void function quicksort and pass the address of the array and the lower index, which would be 0 for the first time, and the higher index, which would be length -1 for the first time, as parameters. Create an integer variable partition index for holding the index provided by the partition. Now recursively call the quicksort function twice but with parameters changed to low, partition index 1, for the left subarray and partition index +1, high, for the right subarray, instead of just low, high. But ain't we forgetting something? The basics of recursion demand a base condition to stop the recursion. Hence, the base condition here would be when our low becomes greater than or equal to our high. This is when our recursion stops. Here write the code for partition function. Create an integer type function partition, and pass the address of the array and the low and the high of the subarray as parameters. Create an integer variable pivot that takes the element at the low index. Create two index variables, I and j, and make them hold low +1 and high. Create a while loop and run until the index I reaches an element greater than or equal to the pivot or the array finishes. Till then, keep increasing I by 1. Similarly, create another while loop and run until our index j reaches an element smaller than the pivot or the array finishes. Till then, keep decreasing j by 1. After finishing all the above tasks, we swap the elements at indices I and j. The above process is repeated using a do-while loop until I becomes greater than j. And when it does, the loop breaks, and before we return, we swap our pivot with the element at index j. And that should finish our job. Now you can see the output. Our array is get sorted.